Today we're going to learn about comparing fractions. At the top of the next clean page in your notebook, go ahead and write comparing fractions. The first example we're going to look at, we're going to compare 1/4 and 3/4. So we're trying to determine which is the larger fraction, 1/4 or 3/4. Whenever we're comparing fractions, the first thing we want to do, step one, is to look and see if the denominators are the same. Remember that the denominator is the number on the bottom of our fraction. So if we look at 1/4, our denominator would be 4. If we look at 3/4, our denominator is also 4. So they have the same denominator. If the fractions have the same denominator, then we want to choose the fraction with the larger numerator. So since 4 and 4 are the same, we'll look up at the numerators, 1 and 3. 3 is the larger numerator, so we want to choose 3/4 as our larger fraction. So in between our two fractions, we'll put the less than sign in between so that it is eating. We can further prove that 1/4 is less than 3/4 if we look at this example using pictures. In the first picture, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 slices that my whole is cut into, which means my denominator would be 4. One of them is shaded, giving me a numerator of 1 for a fraction of 1/4. Looking to my next whole, it's also cut into 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, making my denominator 4, and 3 are shaded. If I look at this picture, it's very easy for me to tell that 3/4 is larger than 1/4. In this next example, we're going to compare these two fractions. The first thing we need to do is look at the picture and name the fraction. So in the first picture, I want to first start by counting the total number of slices my whole is broken into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which means my denominator would be 8. How many are shaded in? 1, 2, 3, 4, giving me the fraction 4/8. If I look at my next picture, it is broken into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this whole is also broken into 8, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shaded. To compare these fractions, the first thing I want to do, remember step one, is we look at the denominators. Are the denominators the same? 8 and 8. Since the denominators are the same, that means that both of these wholes, 4/8 and 6/8, are broken into the same number of pieces, meaning their slices are the same size. So one slice of cake here is the same as one slice of cake here. Since their slices are the same size, we can just compare how many slices each fraction got. So this fraction got 4 slices and this fraction got 6 slices. 6 is greater than 4, meaning that 6/8 is larger than 4/8.